I made a previous video about putting up all this molding on the ceiling and the light fixture, but a couple months later, in the middle of the night, I woke up to a ring fallen and shattered on the floor. So a quick refresher, I had used heavy-duty construction adhesive all around the ring, and then put the ring on a pulley assembly and pulled it into contact with the ceiling. So we didn't get good adhesion between the ring and the ceiling. Maybe because it wasn't pulled tight enough, maybe because we had glue sticking to paint. Whatever the reason, it failed. So next step is to repair the ring. I'm gluing it back together, filling in the seams, sanding those, and then on the back of the ring I'm inserting more splines over the joints to keep them secure. And lastly, several coats of paint. So how are we going to hang it this time? Magnets. I'm going to attach steel bars to the underside of the ring, and then we're going to put magnets in the ceiling. So what I have here are 12-inch steel bars pre-drilled with screw holes, and I'm cutting them into thirds. I'm routing out slots in the bottom of the ring to receive the steel pieces, and I'm just showing one here, but I'm doing this 6 times around the ring. A couple notes about the steel bars. One, they need to be steel, not aluminum, so the magnet will stick to them. They can't be zinc coated. Zinc interferes with the magnetic field. They need to be of a certain thickness, so the amount of pull you get from a magnet is related to how thick the metal it's pulling on. And the surface area needs to be wider than the magnet itself, because the magnetic field extends outside the boundaries of the magnet and is gripping, in air quotes, gripping the metal. We need a strong bond between the steel and the ring, so I'm using drywall anchors glued into the ring, then a layer of adhesive between the steel and the ring, and then I'm screwing the bars into the anchors. Finally, and I didn't get video of this, I used an angle grinder to smooth down the screw heads that were peeking up a little bit and to smooth off the seam between the two metal bars. Okay, onto the magnets. These are the ones I bought. I got them off of Amazon. They are neodymium magnets. I think I'm saying that right. And they are very strong for their surface area. The ones I bought were 100 pounds. It doesn't look like they offer that anymore, but they do offer 110-pound pulling strength magnets. These are pretty small. They're just 1.25 inches in diameter. And they have a screw hole through which you screw and attach them to something. I will put a link to these magnets in the description. In terms of attachment, here is what the ceiling cross-section looks like. It's got drywall, which is cross-hatched here, and then a layer of sheathing, 1/2 inch, and it's got 2x4s into which the sheathing is nailed. My plan is to remove about 1.5 inches of the drywall, and then use a metal wall anchor to screw into the wood. Then I'll use a long screw that will go through the magnet and anchor into the wall anchor. This isn't ideal. We're screwing into the end grain of a 2x4, which is not the strongest way to do it. And there's sheathing here instead of plywood, which would be stronger. But we're stuck with the way this thing is framed, so let's give it a shot. Here's what those actual pieces look like. I'm showing 1.5 inch screws here, but those ended up being too short, and I used 1 3/4 inch. We need to drill these holes into the ceiling in a place that lines up with the brackets on the ring. So the first thing I've done is drop 4 plumb bobs, and then I'm positioning the ring under those and getting it centered. Here's the ring centered, and once I had that done, it let me move the plumb bobs over top of each set of the metal brackets and mark a place in the ceiling where I was going to need to drill for the magnet to line up. So here's the real life version of the PowerPoint, drilling away the drywall, pre-drilling a screw hole for the wall anchor, screwing the wall anchor in, and then threading the screw through the magnet and screwing into the drywall anchor. And then at the end, I throw a level on it, less to make sure it's level because it has some wobble in it, but to make sure it's sitting a little bit proud of the ceiling. I did a weight test. I came up with a jig where I could suspend a 20-pound weight from the magnet, one of the magnets, and it held just fine. The entire ring with the metal I added weighs about 30 pounds. So each of these 6 magnets is only going to hold 5 pounds. They're rated for 100. We're tested at 20, so we should be fine. With all 6 magnets in the ceiling, I marked the location of each one with some painter's tape, and then on the ring to help with alignment, I put painter's tape around where the metal brackets are. Next step is to put the ring up. Because the light fixture is in the way, it's hard to do scaffolding, and I can't do the pulley system that I used the first time. And so instead, we're going to make box towers. We're starting low and then just going around the circle. We're adding boxes of increasing height, trying to keep the thing level and stable. All right, it's finally at the top. The painter's tape on the ceiling is lining up with the painter's tape on the ring, which is perfect. And so the last thing to do should just be to push the metal into contact with the magnet, and it should stick. I was able to get all 6 clicks and then able to take the box towers down. A couple final things. First, because the magnets are so strong, once you connect the metal to the magnet, the trim is very hard to move. So you need to make special effort to make sure the trim is aligned before you connect it. Second, you may be wondering how long magnets last. They do lose their magnetism over time, but it's very, very slowly. So about 1% of their strength every 10 years. This ring is going to far outlast the home. Last step is to get the painter's tape off and caulk the ring to the ceiling. So that's it. Good luck on your project. Happy magneting.